Well, it's a very sad case. It's a case we win. We can't lose that case because we have the right to make grants. We're not going to make any grants like that. But I don't think Harvard's been acting very nicely. I think Columbia wants to get to the bottom of the problem. They've acted very well. And there are other institutions, too, that are acting, but Harvard's trying to be a big shot.
Now that is a recent video from the Oval Office of certifiable genius Elon Musk. And you know when it was from because he has the black eye that Stephen Miller Besant gave him or whatever. And a lot of people saw that video and said, that is a guy who is, the technical term I think is tripping balls, okay? His consciousness has left his body and it is floating around outside of our solar system. Turns out, no. He wasn't actually high there because he put this message out on Twitter of his supposed drug test with just the message lol. And you're not gonna be able to, on mobile, you're not gonna be able to read it, but it lists a whole bunch of drugs, ecstasy and cocaine and ketamine and methadone and oxycodone, and it's all negative or normal. He wasn't found to have had any drugs in his system, which is strange because people around him, both in government and his businesses, say that his drug use is a constant problem. He has previously talked about his drug use. He tweeted multiple times about using ketamine, supposedly for his brain chemistry, even though he apparently was using so much of it, even recently, that it was affecting his bladder. But I guess not. I guess all of that was fake news, including from him. He wasn't high at all. And I don't think that is good for him though, because that was at least a plausible explanation for the video we saw. Like has those weird, trippy, spaced out moments because he's high. If he's not, then what is that? What is going on with the weird, like he is on camera standing behind the president of the United States during an official briefing. And he's seeing cosmic toads floating around in front of him. He's partying, dancing with Willy Wonka in there, except not apparently. What do you think?
Look, on that paper are psychedelic mushrooms, because I looked up what could make you, the drug test or whatever, act like that and just kind of like be doing that little groovy thing he was doing. And if those aren't on there, I'm just telling you what it looks like. The other thing is, was this a pee test? Because they need to test your hair, first of all, from what I've heard in my reporting days. Number two, in the Olympics, they don't let you even go in the stall by yourself to, someone's with you, a monitor. And so we can't just accept this. Not that I even care. Do you, boo? But I'm just saying that doesn't prove anything, okay?
Yeah.
Proves nothing. The actions, whatever's going on, has got to be diagnosed, identified, or not. Something's not adding up. Does that make sense?
It does. There's an alternate theory though. Kyle Cushing, member for 51 Months, says maybe he paid an Asian gamer to boost his drug test results, like his Path of Exile 2 account, which is very good. Kyle, I think, already has a Blue Apron gift card, but if you don't, send an email to rewards@TYTnetwork.com. We'll get you hooked up. But that is very funny. So I'm gonna say this, and I understand I'm probably getting out over my skis on this. This is not me as a serious anchor, which I normally am. This is me speculating. I think he's lying there. I'm sorry, does that go too far? That the guy who lies constantly, always about everything might be lying in this case too. Now look, can I prove it? Obviously I can't prove it, nobody can prove it. That's the thing about this, but he's the richest man in the world. Is there something he could do to get someone's urine or to get them to falsify the results? Gee, I don't know. Maybe he could rub a few bills together and figure something out. And look, that's an easy thing for me to say. And defenders of Elon Musk will just be like, well, you'll never believe it or whatever. Yeah, that's right. I literally never will, because people around him in every area of his life say that he is constantly high. And we see it, we see the weird behavior. It's the only plausible explanation for how strange he is and the reporting that other people say. So I just don't believe it. And look, why do this? Just to shut down like jackasses like me for making fun of him? No, I don't think it's about that at all. There is a very good reason why you would fake something like this. He is right now trying to save his reputation and in particular his position in his businesses. That's why he left government. That's why he's not talking quite as much about politics, although he did spread quite a few lies about the assassin in Minnesota, so he's still doing some of that. He is trying to secure his position in Tesla. There's a lot of concerns about how little he works and how many drugs he does. And so you put this out here, not because it's gonna placate people in a political sense, but because maybe it's like, it allows some people on the board to be like, okay, I guess we don't have to be worried about that. I feel like this is just damage control. Any other thoughts?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, if the board was really worried, they could, I guess, work out something where he took a drug test with them. But I think the way you get your credibility back, if it's even possible, is just go to work, keep your head down, do a good job. I mean, stop posting things like the Minnesota nonsense and conspiracy theories. Prove that you're not wacko and you're not behaving in a wacky way, okay? Stop running around with black eyes and blaming your kid, okay?
Yeah.
That's how you get your credibility back. Not for him, the less we see him, the more credible it'll be. That's not, honestly, if he came to me and I was an expert, which I'm not, that's what I would tell him. Go down, make yourself small, okay? You just don't want to be seen, very small.
Don't stop tweeting. Literally stop tweeting. Just don't do it at all. And do something to make Tesla actually more competitive as a country right now, or as a company right now. Here's a wild idea. Create a Tesla branded version of the Ford Maverick with an emphasis on lowering the overall cost and making sure that it has access to the supercharger network. You'll make so endless money over making a stupid Cybertruck. But what do I know? Okay, I'm not a genius nor the richest person in the world.